Hello, welcome to Rants Without Pants, which you can watch on showhead.blogspot.com. My name is Adam Shabo. You may know me from the Madison, Milwaukee power pop band The Shabelles, or as the guy that almost got killed by this guy.
You killed all those people! Who are you?
I am the harbinger of your doom. Or as you otherwise might know me, hi, I'm Dan Pataki.
Dan Pataki!
This week we'll be discussing Paul Ryan stealing Obama's rape is rape line, Penzeys spices and their pro-teachers stance, a pixie baby, Palermo's pizza, the GOP using the "we did build it" line, and other ridiculous crap in the fly up and fly down segment. But first, an interview with 1670 WTDY news reporter Dylan Brogan, who had a bit of an interesting day last Wednesday when he was denied access to a Ron Johnson Mitt Romney event. Now, Dylan Brogan is truly one of the best news reporters working in Wisconsin these days. I love him because he asks tough questions from all sides. I'm going to play excerpts of the interview for you, and then I will also be jumping in to explain kind of what happened. Hopefully it doesn't get too confusing. Here we go. How's it going?
It's going pretty good here. Let me just remove my pants quick and solid.
Oh, there we go. So Dylan went to the Ron Johnson Mitt Romney event, and this is Dylan explaining what happened. Okay.
So I was all set to cover this press event, and then one of the staffers, who I did not know, said, all the other reporters can come in, but you just wait here for a second.
Okay, so during that time, Dylan actually had his recorder on and recording, so we have real audio from the conversation. Here we go.
Outside for just until Ben gets here.
Okay, why is that?
That's what he asked.
Just me?
Well, Dylan was told he had to wait for the Wisconsin communications director for the Mitt Romney campaign, and 80s evil frat boy actor, Ben Sparks.
So when he arrived, Ben immediately told me that I was not allowed to cover the event, and when I asked him repeatedly why, he said it's because of the actions of one of our morning show hosts on WTDY, Sly in the Morning.
Sly. Dylan explains to me that progressive talk show host Sly in the Morning has no control over WTDY's news coverage at all.
I have been to hundreds of press conferences. I'm no distraction. I didn't participate in that protest.
Well, you participated in his morning segment the next day.
Sure, and I gave my analysis on it, and that was fair.
Oh man, Ben Sparks even gets douchier. Dylan once again asks why he cannot cover the event. And this is Ben Sparks' response. It's unbelievable.
Because I said so. Your organization protested us with Chinese flags last time.
Sly protested you. Okay.
He works for your organization.
Well, so you're punishing me.
No.
What are we doing here?
He's not to come in.
Okay.
You can stand here and keep recording our little argument here.
Well, no, we're gonna.
That's all we're gonna
just
do.
ask you to leave. Well, I would need to be escorted out because I'm not. Okay.
Excellent. That's what
I mean, why am I being kicked out for?
Because you operate with no integrity.
Okay, I got it.
You were protesting.
I was not
Your
protesting.
You're guilty by association then.
Oh my God! That guy is a dick! While Dylan states he has to take Ben Sparks at his word that Sly in the Morning is the reason why he was not let in, me and many others believe that it was because he asked some pretty tough questions to Ron Johnson when Ron Johnson stated there was voter fraud in Racine.
Well, there have been a number of instances documented of busloads of people or van loads of people voting multiple times at different voting booths with pretty flimsy IDs.
You have
trying to get in there.
Of this? Is that being investigated?
I've read about it, yes.
Where did you read about it? I'm curious because I'd like to do that story. I haven't heard about a busload of people
Talk to Van Wangard because a lot of it occurred down in the Racine area. Okay.
For it, I looked into it. Didn't turn out to be true, and I've been really trying to talk to Ron Johnson since then about voter ID and have not been successful.
I then asked Dylan what was going through his mind when they were kicking him out.
I guess what I was really concerned with in that moment was getting an explanation from Ben Sparks about why I was getting kicked out, and also making sure that the Monona Terrace and the Madison Police Department and the Romney campaign knew that I did not leave because they asked. I left because I was forced to.
Okay.
That to me became my priority, that at no point did they say that I just left willingly, because I didn't.
Thanks again to Dylan Brogan for coming on the program, knowing full well that he would be talking to a pantsless man on the phone. He is a brave, brave man. If you want to hear the full audio of our conversation, which you should because it's very interesting, I will have it linked on the comment section on shophead.blogspot.com. You should check it out. Now it's time for our fly up, fly down segment. Fly up is good, fly down is bad. Could go the other way around, but I thought it would be confusing, so fly up good, fly down bad. Fly up to our own huge Milwaukee-based company, Penzeys Spices, for its aggressive, pro-public teachers stance. They recently wrote this in a statement. Part of these exciting times we live in is that we have all sorts of groups trying to shape our future. One of the foundations right here in town has figured out the best way to elect people who favor lower taxes for higher incomes is to create anger at the public schools. The plan does work, and if the goal is to move farther up the list of the wealthiest, it probably even makes sense. But if the goal is a bright and prosperous future for all Americans, undermining public schools and the teachers along with them might not be the best idea. Hug a teacher, or bake them cookies, or say the words to them that express how valuable they are. The world needs it. God love you, Penzeys Spices. God love you! When our own state congressman, Paul Ryan, got picked to become the vice presidential nominee, many responded with boyish glee and pure joy. After all, when Republicans see Paul Ryan, it's like when this guy sees a double rainbow.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Woo! Oh wow! Oh my God!
Here's the deal. I don't really care what politicians have to say. I care about the policies they write, support, and vote on. So with that being said, we all know that Republican Todd Akin put his foot in his mouth, and then put his other foot in his mouth, and then put his head up his ass, and said this.
It seems to me, first of all, from what I understand from doctors, that's really rare. If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down.
That guy is on the House Science Committee. And hey, Akin, you know what else? Birthmarks, scars, and moles are not the signs of witches, and carrying a hog's jaw tooth in your pocket will not cure your toothache. While Romney denounced the comments, Romney, Ryan, and the Republican Party were still initially scrambling to figure out where they actually stood on the issue. However, Obama immediately jumped on this, came out and said this.
Rape is rape. And the idea that we should be parsing and qualifying and slicing what types of rape we're talking about doesn't make sense to the American people.
The president's right. Rape is rape, and whether there are bruises on the woman's thighs shouldn't matter. Okay, here's the problem. Our own Wisconsin congressman and VP nominee, Paul Ryan, is in 100% agreement with Todd Akin. He has said so before by the policies he supports and the bills he has written, particularly H.R. 3, which he co-sponsored with Todd Akin, which specifically redefines different types of rape, including forcible rape. Not only that, but Dr. John Wilke from the National Right to Life, the doctor who believes that trauma prevents pregnancy, stated that he met with Ryan, who listened to Wilke's views, and replied to Wilke, "That's where I'm at." Mitt Romney also met with Wilke in 2007. Wilke stated that Romney agreed with 99% of what he had to say. Paul Ryan was recently asked about the bill he co-sponsored with Todd Akin, H.R. 3. H.R. 3? That sounds like a early George Lucas film.
Ryan also seemed to back away from earlier views on types of rape.
You sponsored legislation that has the language forcible rape. What is forcible rape as opposed to...
Rape is rape, period. End of story.
So that forcible rape language meant nothing to you at the time?
Rape is rape.
Hey, that's Obama's line. Hey, look, if you honestly believe that abortion is murder and there should be no exceptions even in the case of rape, then that's fine. Own it. Defend it. Don't be gutless about it. I respect that much more than changing your views, flip-flopping, and repeating talking points that test well. And that is what Paul Ryan is doing right now. Fly up to our new dog, Boo, who likes to shit on the floor. But we're working on that, and she's getting better. Boo will occasionally have a segment on Rants Without Pants, giving advice to those who need it. It's going to be called Dear Boo. Martha, my significant other, believes Boo thinks she's a pixie baby. She wrote a song about it in the car. Here it is.
What a good dog you are. Not a pixie. What a good dog you are. Not a doggy. What a good dog. What a good dog. What a good dog you are. Stop saying that. What a good dog you are. Gonna bite you. What a good dog you are. On your penis.
Fly up to a landlord in Green Bay who wants to evict his tenant because, quote, he lied to me on my application and are actually Chicago Bears fans. They've made this known by putting out Bears crap all over the front lawn, unquote. Now, I'm a landlord, and let me tell you, I'm just happy my tenants are Packers fans. Because I don't know what I'd do either. Because we all know.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
Regular season starts on September 9th. Go back! Week 2 we play the Bears. The Bears still suck. We're gonna crush them. Fly down to the Democrats in the state Senate for not putting collective bargaining in their priority list of 2013. None of them did this. There are rumors that Democratic Majority Leader Mark Miller, the man who said this,
and the governor needs to recognize that this is a democracy, and in a democracy you negotiate.
He has actually told his fellow Democratic senators not to put it on their list. That is a slap in the face to everyone that made this happen. You state Senate Democrats make me sick. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. After all the work that all of us have put in, we helped you get the majority. Mark Miller's phone number is blinking on the screen right now. I'm asking you to call him. Because this is crap. Fly up to Palermo's Pizza's CEO, who have finally decided to sit down with workers to get this all resolved. All the workers are asking for is a voice on the job and a safer workplace. I think that's fair. After all, I don't want sliced fingers as a topping on my pizza. Fly up to God for sending a hurricane towards the GOP convention. We get it, God. By the way, the name of the hurricane is Hurricane Isaac. The meaning of the name Isaac? He laughs. Fly down to We Did Build It as the new Republican phrase. And also fly down to Mitt Romney, Fox News, and anyone else who drank the lemonade. Literally.
Two girls beg to differ. They built their lemonade business not only without government help, but without any help. Well, who helped you start this business?
Our investors who are our dad and our stepmom, along with some other friends and family, including our brother.
How do you feel about the president saying that you needed help to start this business, and just speak from within?
I would say that's rude, because we worked very hard to build this business, but we did have help.
And your help came from?
Our help came from our investors, our dad and stepmom.
I can't watch that anymore. That's just pathetic. It's so pathetic. But this is the type of shit that Fox News does. Does anyone actually think this is not propaganda? The kids don't know what the hell they're saying. PolitiFact, FactCheck.org, and the Washington Post fact checker all agreed that Romney, Fox News, and now it appears the whole Republican organization have completely distorted Obama's comments.
If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. Somebody helped to create this unbelievable American system that we had that allowed you to thrive. Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. The point is that when we succeed because of our individual initiative, but also because we do things together.
Obama was clearly talking about government-provided infrastructure and education to the success of private businesses. That's what he was talking about. For Republican leaders to use the phrase, "we did build it," is sleazy and kind of douchey. But that's how propaganda works. Fox News repeats it over and over and over again until everyone believes it. Truly, this is the main reason I do these videos. When there is a blatant distortion of the facts. Like Dylan said in his interview earlier with me.
And it's not about shining a negative light on someone, it's about shining the truth on someone.
That's right, it's not about shining a positive light or negative light on something. It's about getting the truth out there to the people. Because you know what? We deserve it. So shame on you, Ben Sparks, and shame on any politician that is too afraid and too gutless, you little fraidy cats, to answer tough questions. Oh my God, I got voted in, but I might get asked the question. Oh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna hide under the corner. No. Own your votes. Own the bills you sponsor. Own the votes you vote on. I'm sick of politicians being bitches. And quite frankly, if you're a Fox News viewer, it's time for you to brighten up and turn off the station. You should really start thinking to yourself, why am I actually watching a channel that disguises themselves as news, but edits, chops, tweaks, and manipulates news clips for a political gain? Is your will that fragile? Mine isn't. All I want is the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
Don't tell me I can't handle it. I can handle it.
You can't handle the truth!
Yes. Yes, I can. And so can every American out there. We just need a little bit more open-mindedness. We need a little bit more Dylan Brogan asking the tough questions. And we need less, much less, Fox News. That's all I have for you today. God bless you, God bless Wisconsin, and God bless these United States of America. Thank you.